As you know, there's been a lot of stories about fracking and its effects on the water, the toxicity in the water and everything like that. It's easy to glaze over when you hear another fracking story, but this is important. This is going on here off the coast here in Southern California. The EPA has allowed for these oil rigs to do fracking operations, and there's absolutely no restrictions on the amount of fracking water waste that they can dump into the ocean. And so far, they have permitted 9 billion gallons of toxic fracking wastewater to be dumped directly into the ocean without any kind of treatment. And it's right there in the waters of Southern California, our beautiful coastline.
I mean, I think it just exemplifies the complete disregard for our health as well as our nature's resources. I mean, it's bad enough that we already have all the Fukushima radiation and a lot of toxins from other plants, and now we're purposefully adding more.
So this has been going on for a while, although recently it has really ratcheted it up, and the EPA has actually given permits for this to happen. The Environmental Protection Agency is protecting our environment by issuing permits to dump as much waste into the ocean as you want. Doesn't matter, because this is not even able to be regulated by the state of California because it's more than 3 miles off the shore. It's not within California's territorial rights. It's federal regulations that operate there. And as you're driving, I don't know if you've been, into California, you're driving up the coast, a beautiful drive up Highway 1, and in between Los Angeles and, say, Ventura, you see all these sparkly lights out in the ocean at nighttime. You think, oh, that's pretty. Well, those are the oil rigs out there. And okay, fine. They're all out there in the Santa Barbara Channel getting the oil out. It still looks nice out there. But what we didn't know is that they're out there doing fracking operations and dumping everything right into the water. According to the Center for Biological Diversity, the amount of water that they're dumping is enough to fill 100 Rose Bowls to the very tippy top full of toxic waste every year. Environmentalists want the EPA to restrict the dumping. The state, well, let me just get to the point here. Miyoko Sakashita of the Center for Biological Diversity says this about what's going on. She says it's disgusting that oil companies dump wastewater into California's ocean. You can see the rigs from the shore, but the contaminated waters are hidden from view. Our goal is to make sure toxic fracking chemicals don't poison wildlife or end up in the food chain. This is our beautiful coastline here. People come from all over the world to see look for whales and go along our beautiful coastline. And we have no control over it here on the state level. So in order for the EPA to be able to force to be addressing this, the state has to prove that there is harm being done to the environment and to wildlife in the area. So it's hard to imagine that there's not harm being done, but so far that has not been proven, and the EPA has no plans to further regulate the dumping. Right now they can dump as much as they want. Zero regulation. This is not sustainable. This can't be sustained. Over half the platforms in the Santa Barbara Channel, right there off the coast, where sensitive marine wildlife sanctuaries provide habitats for endangered blue whales, sea turtles, they're dumping some or all of their wastewater into the ocean. Half of those oil rigs are out there doing that. So the California Coastal Commission has no authority to get anything done. The state can't get anything done. So now we need to put pressure on the state to come across with some of this evidence so that we can stop this. This is ridiculous. Lissette, hi.
Hi.
You're coughing. Have you been swimming out in the
I've been swimming
Santa
out
Barbara
there,
Channel?
all that fracking water in my fish has been getting it.
Help
Yep.
save Lissette. Save Lissette.